What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how is it going?
I'm good. Peek behind the curtain for everyone. Me and Connor had like a 15-minute discussion about Game of Thrones before this, and I legitimately thought we were about to go into a movie Monday show.
I was re-watching it because I wanted to see if it still held up, and it definitely still does not hold up.
No, 10 thumbs down from the Heroes for Hire podcast.
And we've just been bitching about season 8 for 15 minutes, so that's not really a movie, that's more of a Movie Mondays thing than a Weird News Wednesday, Shaun. What do we do here?
Oh, on Wednesdays you gather all of the weird news stories from around the world and you read them all out to me. Now, I have not heard any of these stories, so we just are about to have a bit of a chat, a bit of a psychological breakdown of how mental people are. Yes,
and so what I decided to do this week, Shaun, was I wanted to start off because some things just make me laugh. And sometimes
children falling over, good people getting hurt, those things.
Yes, just orphanages burning. We all have a good laugh, don't we?
Oh, and you smell downwind and smell it burning, yeah.
But Shaun, some stories I find are like, oh, they might be funny for lots of people, but this is just funny for me because it's so weird that it's just perfect. Because I have Chicago man freezes pants to reserve parking spots.
What? How does that work?
They're standing up, Shaun.
Oh my god.
See, I knew you would also find this funny.
The image of that is beautiful in my head.
A Chicago man's unusual method of calling dibs on a parking space is gaining attention on social media after he perfected a method of freezing his trousers so they stand on their own.
He went through several stages of trial and error in this.
Perfected a method. Seems he's like the scientist we didn't know we need.
Okay, if I was to perform a trouser freezing ceremony, I think my first shout, dip him in water.
Yeah.
But then he must have a massive freezer to get all of these.
You see, it's Chicago during February, January, so it is freezing there.
Yeah, okay. So he's wetting him, leaving him outside.
Yeah.
How many parking spaces does this man need?
The mental image. Also, you can look up an image of this if you'd like, because the image itself made me laugh for 5 minutes. I just sometimes putting the show together, I have a little giggle to myself. And this is one of those stories that I just think, why? Why would anybody do this? Isn't it amazing?
This is so oddly threatening. I love it.
It's just... Okay, alright, so Adam Seltzer of West Ridge posted photos to Twitter showing him reserving a shoveled out parking space using pairs of frozen pants that he had shaped to stand up on their own.
This is for anyone that hasn't seen this, it looks like someone has just photoshopped a pair of empty pants into a picture.
It looks like how trousers would look in the Invisible Man movie.
Yeah, it's like perfect. They're hanging well, those trousers, if I do say so.
And they're just standing up. Because who's going to park in a spot that the Invisible Man is standing in? Absolutely nobody.
I would wager that no one, even if they were walking, no one would go near that because it has a menacing energy to it.
Polar Vortex Fun is what he tweeted. Pants with nobody inside them. Soak a pair, put outside. In about 20 minutes you can form them to shape. And another 20, they're solid, he wrote in a Twitter post.
This man has stopwatched this.
In 20 minutes, formed them. In another 20, they're solid. Move to the parking spot you want, move away. They'll be there in the morning.
Yeah, he's a very trusting man that he doesn't think anyone will steal these frozen pants at all.
He's got so many trousers, Shaun.
He works in a trouser shop. That's what he does.
Adam is said to be holding his parking space outside his apartment complex, outside of his work, and anywhere in between.
Just wherever he fancies stopping along the way.
But there has to be, like, future planning. Because, like, he must think, I need to go to work tomorrow. I would really like that parking spot as close to the door as possible. So what I'm going to do is tonight, while everyone's at home, I'm going to soak some trousers, and then I'm going to leave them outside 20, form them, wait another 20, let them freeze, stick them in the parking spot.
Now, like, it is kind of, it's a double prank in a way, because, you know, one, you get your parking spot saved, but then, like, if it gets, you know, slightly above freezing, suddenly it looks like a bunch of topless people got summoned to heaven.
Don't go near that child. That's the old topless people going to heaven.
You know, the old wives' tale.
It looks like the Flash has just taken off, but he forgot his trousers.
It does. It really does.
But Seltzer said he's not finished, Shaun. You think, how can he improve? He said he's now working on a method to complete the ensemble.
No,
the one thing I tried
impossible.
this time that I haven't before is I've also frozen a couple of shirts, so we'll see if this works. He's told the news. The news, Shaun.
The news are in on this. Where will he strike next? This is like the Banksy of freezing clothes in the street.
It's a very much a niche Banksy area, isn't it? I don't think there's too many competitors.
The thing is, this man... This isn't just an idle thought that this man has. I guarantee you the best way to form a shirt in sub-zero temperatures is running through that man's head most hours of the day.
He had to perfect this method. So he's already got, like, I'd say 70% there. He's already figured out how to do one item of clothing. He's moving up the body. Is he going to get to just standing ties? Is it just going to be just standing, just anything?
I would
random?
argue a tie would be one of the easiest ones to form.
Not to stand up by itself, though.
True. Now, like my question is, like, because look, he used denim jeans, which I wager would be they would be easier to form than like a flannel shirt. You know, I think there's more structure to a denim.
And you don't want to go double denim when you're organising owning that parking spot. Like
he's coordinating.
He's like, I put a navy trouser, I'm about to put a black top. I'll be laughing stock in the town.
I think I've discovered the end goal of all of this is that he's going to get a full set of clothes ready. Then he's going to light himself on fire and just jump into the clothes. And then they'll be perfectly dry, perfect temperature, and the fire will be out, most important.
He just barrel rolls, stands up, just wipes off the smoke. Ah, yes, off to work.
Casually dusts off his shoulder.
And he's outside the office. He walked from his house to the office stark naked, got outside and went, get the old lighter fluid out now. About to get dressed for work.
Your boy's about to get a promotion.
He just rolls, gets back up, fixes his tie, then goes in and sits down. It's perfectly formed as well.
It's ready for him. They're tailor fit to his body already.
I think this man is Wallace and Gromit combined.
That's what I was imagining in my head this whole time.
But the idea that some people maybe just put a chair or something, like a folding chair or something, or a lawn chair, or traffic cones even, just to mark the spot.
Yeah, the traffic cones are designed for this. Interesting fact about me, I used to be paid to put stickers on traffic cones, and I was paid by the cone, and myself and my brother came up. Yeah, I was paid by the cone.
Paid by the cone? You know a job is bad when you're paid by the cone.
But then you realise just how many cones you can get through in a day.
Yeah, to be fair, whoever that employer was, that's capitalism at its finest. Well, we get more if we pretend like we're going to pay them lots.
Look, it gave me some spends money in college, but this was when me and my brother coined the phrase "live by the cone, die by the cone."
Oh, I just thought you loved ice cream.
Mad about a frozen treat. Yeah.
I thought you had an ice cream truck.
Oh, if only. This would be great marketing for an ice cream truck. If you got like frozen sets of clothes.
Yeah.
And they lead all the way to... Well, I guess it couldn't lead all the way to an ice cream truck because it is mobile.
The ice cream truck is really just an ice cream stand.
Yeah, exactly. It's just an ice cream stand in the dead of winter in Chicago, and it's doing great, thank you very much.
Why have they never done this, like to show, global warming is bad, guys? Like, we're all going to freeze to death. Or we're all going to be in flames or drowned. Just, show this, this could be you. Out of your clothes. See, those trousers? You used to be in them. Now, you're not. That's what happens.
Or, okay, you get a bunch of, last season's clothes. You freeze them all.
And then when the style icons like we are, last season's clothes.
Season, so, some kind of Dolce and Gabbana or some shit.
I have the same clothes for 10 years, go on.
I have shirts that I bought when I was 14.
Still growing into them.
One day I'll be big and strong. But then when the thaw comes and all the clothes collapse on the ground, you just put up signs and say, these used to be cool.
They really should bring this in for Puxatawny Phil and Groundhog Day. 6 more weeks of winter. Just leave them up. And then, but if he doesn't see anything and is winter's gone, melt them all. Let them all flop to the floor. It's the summer now.
Bring out the big hairdryer, yeah.
The big hairdryer. Shaun, do you think this man is a genius or a crazy person?
Oh, I think it's the perfect mix of the two, and that's what makes him an artist, Connor.
Yeah, that's what makes him the Banksy of the frozen clothing world.
It's a hotly contested title, but goddamn, I think he's claimed it today.
He's perfected it. You can't beat that.
He's done research.
He must have gone through several things, but it's not solid enough. It's just not working. How do I make these jeans stand up by themselves? Go to bed, honey, please. You don't understand. The jeans, Margaret, the jeans.
Have you considered the jeans?
Okay, we're going to move on to our next piece of weird news, and this is a story of, I think, a classic idiot robber. For more ways than one, because I have angry maskless man denied food service, returns with gun to steal fried chicken and waffles.
Oh, and okay. So maskless first of all. This answers my next question of, was he wearing a mask when he decided to rob the place?
He was not. Because a man who was denied service for not wearing a mask at the fried chicken restaurant allegedly returned with a gun and held up the kitchen before robbing them of fried chicken and waffles. So, the incident occurred at approximately 5:37 p.m. at Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. To be fair, that's where the place should go if you wanted chicken and waffles.
He attacked the Holy Land.
The Holy Land. The zenith of chicken and waffles is right there in Pasadena, California. The news said that according to the police and restaurant officials, the suspect initially walked into the Roscoe's to order food, but was denied service by the staff because there's a whole global bastard going on and he was not wearing a mask, Shaun.
Yeah, and it's one of the few rules we've agreed upon as a society is just a good thing to do.
Yeah. So employees informed him that he could return to get food once he was wearing one. There was no issue with serving him. Just go off, get a mask, and come back and we'll serve you. No problem. The man then left the restaurant, Shaun, and did indeed return. So pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. And with mask in hand, ready to order his chicken and waffles and eat them at home, correct?
This time he showed up at the back of the establishment with a gun.
Oh no, I gave him too much credit.
He comes straight towards me with a gun, said one of the workers, pointing at me and saying, "Put all the chicken in the bag," said the cook, Robert Gonzalez.
And did he say what item on the menu he was looking for, Connor?
Imagine he's like, put all the chicken in the bag. Well, do you want, like, what kind of herbs? I don't know what kind of spices you want on these things. Plain? Like, a lot of people like spice. I don't know what you think.
I've looked up the Roscoe's menu. Some of their names are fucking ridiculous.
Go on.
Well, look, you could have Easy Ed's Special, which is a chicken liver omelette. You can have the Country Girl, which is one half of a chicken.
What aspect of a country girl gives off the impression that she's one half of a chicken?
I do not know.
I don't understand. Who looks at one half of a chicken and go, my God, I love country girls.
Who named that item? And then
Go on.
There's also the Big Mama Special. Now, this actually sounds all right. It's scrambled eggs with onions and
Martin
cheese.
Lawrence.
Such a shit joke.
Go on.
No, it's just it's fucking gravy and biscuits and shit. It's great.
Biscuits and gravy. To be fair, that is like a staple of all these places. So we're not going to slag that. It's just the naming really needs to get it moved around a little bit.
That's it. But this man is leaving with a bag of chicken at this point in his head.
Now, you could say he's come back with a gun, Shaun, and he could easily go for, monetary stuff. Anything.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a safe or something in there.
Just even a cash register. But no, he's here for one thing and one thing only, and that is the chicken.
I mean, it is what Roscoe's is known for, as we found out there. But, like...
Give me a country girl. No, not her, half a chicken. You know what I mean?
You made the menu, Roscoe.
You think Roscoe, the man, is standing there? Oh.
Well, why would it be called Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles otherwise, Connor?
Of course. John McDonald is always there.
So, did he get away with anything?
Manager Angelo Prieto said he didn't take or demand any cash from the restaurant. Only chicken and waffles.
Oh, that's somehow more threatening. Because he's like, he's willing to... this is a man willing to pull a gun over some chicken.
He didn't take any cash, said the manager. He actually took the chicken and was leaving. But before he walked out the door, he came back and took syrup for his chicken.
I'm taking this too.
I came with a hat. Okay. Shaun, you're going to a robbery. You're like, put all the chicken in the bag. They put the chicken, and then like you must be halfway out the door thinking, fuck, this is a bit dry. What I need is some syrup, and I can't go back in. It'll be embarrassing. Look, I'll pop back in for a second. I'm just going to take this. Sorry about that, lads. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Have a good day. Thanks very much. Bye.
Prieto told the news that the whole incident, while amusing in hindsight, was terrifying while it was happening, of course.
Yeah, there's a gun in your place of work. That's not good.
He said that the cashier was very, very scared, and when I first talked to her, she was basically hysterical. But after a while, she calmed down and started laughing about it, because she realised all he did was take some chicken.
I mean, yeah. And no one was hurt.
We literally make that.
So, yeah, like, we'd prefer you to pay for it and wear a mask, but if this is the situation we're in, you could have done a lot worse.
And there's no way he got, like, a big bag. They probably gave it to him, like, in the bag that all the other chicken comes in. So
the little bag that
like
they have for
pieces.
fries. Yeah, they just gave him a little bit of chicken to tide him over. But do you think he'll be back? You could never go back to that place again, could you?
Well, in an ironic twist, Shaun, now you forgot the main part of this. What's the first thing a robber needs when he's committing a robbery?
A mask.
The surveillance cameras, ironically, were able to capture images of the man's face due to the fact that he was not wearing a mask.
Ah, no.
I would have gotten away with it, but I wanted to affect people. Damn it.
I wanted to not have my rights compromised.
So, I compromised some chicken.
I'm a big fan of freedom, lads.
So, they now have his face all over cameras and are currently out on the look for him.
Okay, so I hope it was very good chicken in that case.
Surely. Nobody was injured in the incident, but the man who robbed the establishment is still at large. Gonzalez said to the news, "I almost got shot over stupidity, I guess."
That's a man. Sorry, is it a man or a woman? I forgot.
It's a man, yeah.
It's a man. That's a man who has just, like, been through so much corporate bullshit that he's just like, I guess I nearly got shot over chicken. This might as well happen.
Like, how much do you have to want chicken and waffles to be like, I'll fucking show them. I'm going home.
What I will say, he went home and came back. It wasn't just out in the car or anything.
No, he went home and came back.
Right, unlocked the gun safe that he keeps everything safely stored in, and then right back into chicken and waffles.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, is a great combination. I only had it like last year, and it's fucking class, boy.
I've never had chicken and waffles together.
Oh, it's really good because it's like bread, but it's sweet, but the chicken is savoury. Oh, Connor,
right.
You'd love it.
And what if I put half a chicken on that and start calling it a country girl?
I find that offensive, actually. I think I've come down on the line that that's offensive to someone.
Somehow, it makes me feel weird.
I don't like it. I don't care for the feeling it gives me.
It's somehow offensive, but I don't know how, and that's worse.
That is worse. The uncertainty is the worst part of it.
Shaun, what do you think of his teeth? Do you think maybe if he had actually worn the mask in the first place, none of this could have been avoided? And if he had worn a mask at any point, he would have gotten away with it?
Yeah, I think every timeline of this event where, you know, the man goes into chicken and waffles, all of it is made easier for him if he wears a mask. Like every conceivable parallel version of that.
Even if he comes back to do the robbery in a mask, it's a million times easier.
It's still a million times easier on him in the long run. But I'll be honest, I don't think he was thinking that far. I think he was blinded by chicken.
And syrup.
He slowly regained his sight after the chicken, but then was blinded again in terms of syrup.
Yeah, you put all the syrup in the bag too. You're right beside the syrup. Fine, I'll just take it myself. It's fine.
And I'd like some little ketchups and a straw.
Yeah, I feel awkward asking about it because like it's behind the counter and I'm a bit anxious. But do you have any little mayo? Do you have any little mayo tubs? I'd love some. The girlfriend's mad about them.
Just give me a handful of mayonnaise. Don't even bother with the tub.
Don't put it in a tub. Just put it in my hand. I'll put it in my pocket.
Oh no, let's move on.
Mayo pocket. You know your life hasn't gone well when you got a mayonnaise pocket. I'm just saying it.
I've not reached it yet.
So, Shaun, we're going to move on to another man who has, I would say his story doesn't line up. He was caught in a bit of a suspicious location, and his story just did not make any sense because I have man found naked in car park, said he was on his way to buy wet wipes, but he got lost.
Oh, okay. Did he perhaps freeze his trousers outside earlier?
That's the thing. I tried to put them on, but they're so cold, officer. I had to leave
so chilly.
A man has been given a fine after he was found naked in his Mazda in a closed car park on what he said was an essential trip to buy some wet wipes.
For you see, officer, I am currently very dry.
And yeah, look at my body, officer. Not a fucking bit of moisture. I need to be wet.
I wish to be dampened, sir.
The unnamed man appeared flustered when he was questioned by police in Derbyshire, who were patrolling yesterday after local rangers alerted them to littering and other soiled items in the area. Police said on Facebook, on pulling up next to the car, officers were startled to discover a lone male in a complete state of nature.
Oh, that's a very poetic way of putting in the nip, isn't it?
He was in the nip, Shaun, in his car. They pulled up and they went, fucking hell. He showed a lot.
And might I say, sir, congratulations.
Very moist. Those wet wipes are working. Naturally, officers challenged the nude male, asking him why he was in a closed car park. No, I think you never want to challenge any naked person to a fight because there's a level of uncertainty that you can't compete with.
That's true, unless you unless you even the playing field, Connor.
I think that's a different thing.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough. So.
But imagine, you turn up to any fight, you go, oh, meet me after school, I'll fight you. And you turn up, and one of them is naked, and the guy is just naked in front of you. Like, you're going to be like, fuck, he wants to fight.
Yeah, you're going to think about everything up to this point.
Thinking, maybe I'm going to lose. Not because there's anything like wrong with that. It's just, it's a level of randomness to the situation that it doesn't need.
No, yeah, but like imagine like you're on a night out and there's, you know, lads going at each other and other lads holding them back saying, he's not worth it. And then one of the lads just says, no, let's take this outside. And then you get outside, everyone's in a circle, they're staring at each other. And then one of them just casually starts undressing for the fight.
Just starts unbuttoning his trousers and just pulling them down.
It's like psychological warfare. Yeah,
you're going to be sorry in about 30 seconds. Here, would you just help me with this fucking zip? Fucking hell, it's stuck. So naturally, officers challenged the nude male, asking him why he was in a closed car park. The man claimed he had stumbled across the car park by accident after taking several wrong turns, having just made a specific journey to a shop to purchase a pack of wet wipes.
Right, now these wrong turns he took, was he walking in and out of the lines in the car park?
He was driving.
Kind of maze. Oh, he was driving.
They pulled up and he was in his car naked.
Oh, in the Mazda, of course, I forgot.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so they asked him, why are you naked in this car park? And he said, I'm just lost. I went to get wet wipes, came back, took several wrong turns, and I've ended up here.
Officer, I've taken 4 left turns and I'm right back where I started.
However, the male was unable to provide a reasonable excuse of why he was stark naked in the car park during the height of a national lockdown.
That is something you'd have to answer for.
That's a bit of an ace, to be fair. It's like, well, he couldn't really answer why he was naked during the lockdown in this random car park. I feel like we might have him on something.
I feel like, unless he has a very good excuse, he's definitely having a chat with us.
Now, his excuses were, he was said to have kept repeating that his sat-nav was not working, so he had removed his clothing.
Just in case, you know, to throw off the scent of any animals that might be tracking him.
You'll have to speak up, sat-nav, I'm wearing a towel. I'm just going to take this off. Upon finding out from the officer that they could see an empty pack of wet wipes just outside of his car door, he informed them that they weren't his and must have been left there by somebody else.
So he's used the wet wipes, perhaps?
He's already used them, which brings a whole host of other questions we don't need to answer.
This man just glistening in the passenger seat of a Mazda.
He's looking like Robert Pattinson in Twilight.
Just sparkly and handsome.
Sparkly. They've turned him like, fucking hell, this man is fucking lovely.
What an absolute gent this is.
Finding him, they sent him on his way and told him to put some clothes on.
and he got away with it.
They fined him and they told him to drive home and put some clothes on. But Shaun, this man was just randomly in a car park, naked. Nobody else in the car. Nobody else in the car park. He just went to get some wet wipes and apparently got lost and ended up there.
And look, haven't we all, is what I would say to that.
That's actually how I met... No, I was going to say that's actually how I met my family, but I met them earlier on. Before that.
I'm really glad you finally met them, by the way.
Yeah, it's been nice.
Oh man, look, I'm glad... Look, this man got away with a fine. There was no one else in the car park, which is good, because otherwise that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, ultimately, what harm was he doing?
He was just sitting naked in his car, as we all have the right to do.
The God-given right to sit naked in your own car while dousing yourself in the wettest of wipes.
Dousing?
Is dousing the wrong word there?
Dousing's the wrong word, but it just gives a mental image that I'm not a big fan of it.
Well, that's fine. That's fine, Connor. We don't have to agree on everything. But just imagine him sitting there, like, not even wiping himself with the wet wipe. He just takes out like 20 of them and rings them in his hands to release the liquid.
And just he has his head back, just flowing in the car.
Oh, beautiful!
It's like, yes. Now I'm perfectly fine to listen to this sat nav.
Just listen to the soothing tones of the sat nav.
Shaun, was he up to devilment, or was maybe he just I would probably say on drugs.
I would posit the idea of a few drugs being involved in this.
Yes. Okay, Shaun, we're going to move on to our next piece of news. Now, this is only a small piece of news that I've kind of thrown in here because it involves our humble land of Ireland. And we don't normally get weird news from Ireland because nothing happens here. There's like 7 people that live here.
Yes, that's true, especially these days. All those 7 people are inside.
Exactly, so you don't really see them that often. But I have... from a place called Longford, Shaun, which is one of the counties here in Ireland that nobody talks of. But it's not
Longford.
Dublin. But a Longford woman, it's, next week, Shaun, well, I would say this weekend, is Valentine's Day. And love is in the air. Would you say that?
I would. There's also other things in the air, so wear your mask.
Exactly, but mostly love, Shaun. Mostly love. Because one man decided to propose to his girlfriend just in time for the big day this weekend, Shaun. And what he did was, he did it in the most romantic way possible. Irish romantic proposes to girlfriend with "Marry me" written in Alphabetti spaghetti for dinner.
Oh... Are they big into Alphabetti spaghetti together?
If they're not, wrong move.
She's celiac or something.
She just viciously hates beans.
Okay, hang on. How many letters is that? MARRYME. 7 letters.
Oh, it's longer than that. It's longer than that.
Oh.
It said, "Karen Menton, will you marry me?" on a slice of toast. Romance. What a time.
It's sweet in a way. Well, it's savoury, let's be honest.
Very savoury.
Very savoury. It's just the effort. Because I imagine, building up to a proposal is one of the most nerve-wracking things you could possibly do.
Yeah, it's a big day. You're like, oh man, I'm going to ask him or her to marry me. This is a pretty big deal.
But imagine going through all of that and picking out individual letters of Alphabetti spaghetti and perfectly arranging them at the same time.
And then she comes in, she's like, "Oh, I'm not in the mood for toast this evening. Do we have any, steak? Anything
Do you think
else?"
The evening or the morning? Because I was picturing this as a morning job.
Oh no, Shaun, this is in the evening.
Lads.
Yeah.
Honey, I've made dinner.
A Longford woman received the proposal of her dreams when her boyfriend spelled out those emotive words "marry me" in Alphabetti spaghetti on toast for dinner. Karen Menton was shocked when her boyfriend Dermot placed the unlikely proposal on her dinner plate before kneeling down to reveal an engagement ring.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Dermot, who we can only imagine is a fucking sound lad or a legend.
Dermot popped off in the group chat that day.
Dermot said, "I had been racking my brain for weeks. How will I ask her? But the only idea that I kept coming back again and again to was Heinz Alphabetti."
That's the only idea, Dermot, is it?
I'm sure does she like flowers? Chocolates? Anything?
Yeah, surely even you could get, I don't know, a bottle of wine with her name. Well, maybe
you can
Alphabetti spaghetti is better.
You can get chocolates that you engrave, or not engrave, but they shape into letters, and then a company will do that for £20. So just get them to send you one that says "marry me."
Yeah, and first of all, if they don't get free Alphabetti spaghetti for life now, That's a whole... like that,
missed opportunity.
Then there's no God in this world, is what I'm saying there. Second of all, in terms of the spelling, is there enough of each letter?
Interesting. That's an interesting point, Shaun.
What I'm thinking, because thank God the name didn't have a few Q's in it. I'm a connoisseur of the Alphabetti spaghetti. Specifically, I used to like the Bob the Builder kind. One of the best. Also, have you ever had the meatballs in a can? Have you?
Meatballs in a can? I mean, I've heard of the concept.
There used to be meatballs in a can, and there would be little aliens on the cover. And they were just great. They were class. You'd heat them up in the microwave.
I once had, when I was like, I don't know what age I was, maybe 10, but I was going shopping with my mum, and there was ham that had the Batman symbol on it, but I think it was like corned beef.
Oh, yeah,
like version of ham, and it had like the Batman symbol on it, and I was like, Mum, you have to get me that. I love it. And she was like, you don't like corned beef, and I was like, but I love Batman. Right? And so I threw a full like hissy fit in the shop, like, no, you have to get it. Like, I'm never going home again. I don't like you if you don't get this. So she's like, fine. I don't know what it costs, like $1.60. It's like, right, fuck it, throw it into the trolley. So we get home, I take one bite. Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, that's rotten.
Oh no, this is disgusting. Batman, you fucking idiot. What is this Zack Snyder's Batman? Oh no.
Oh, this is worthless.
But speaking of food, Shaun, because he said that he wanted. He knows that she loves Alphabetti spaghetti, and she loves it on her toast. And I knew it would catch her completely unaware to sit down for her dinner, look down at her plate, to read the words "Marry me." Now this even gets more suspenseful because you said it's a big deal, Shaun. Dermot needed a few hours to himself, so he decided to disguise a day of annual leave as a sick day to give him time to prepare for the big moment and avoid suspicion from Karen.
He needed a full day of prep time for this.
A full day to open a tin and pour it into a bowl and just take out things with a fork.
And was it cooked or was it just like swimming around in the can and then straight onto the toast?
No, I'm sure he poured it into a bowl or a plate first. Spread them out. Pick the letters you want.
Okay.
It wasn't like he tipped over the can and hoped. Jeez, I really hope this spells marry me.
No, if she's the one, she's the one.
He puts it in front of her. Could you believe it? Oh, that's very nice.
It just says, go fuck yourself.
Oh, what are the chances?
Oh,
Fucking
no.
hell. I hate you, Karen. We should see other people.
So, did she say yes, by the way?
She did say yes, so he took Dermot just one can of Alphabetti to spell out Karen Menton, will you marry me, on a slice of toast. When Karen arrived home for dinner, she was quickly ushered to her seat before dinner went cold. See what he did there? Dermot explained, I also made my own ring box and I fashioned a cover to put over her plate so that she wouldn't see it until the perfect moment. Then I revealed the plate and I got down on one knee with my homemade ring box and I asked her to marry me. She replied, are you joking me?
Yes.
Yes, this is all a fucking trap.
Oh, Connor, I've just thought of the best joke, okay?
Go on.
Because if she had said no, he would have been eating bachelor's beans.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Do they have bachelor's beans worldwide?
Ladies and gentlemen, bachelor's beans are a brand of bean that you can buy.
That's a joke too good for this show, so that's why I'm going to bypass it.
That's fair. I just needed to get it out there. That's going on my CV.
So she instead, Dermot had a special dinner booked at a nearby restaurant. So unfortunately for Karen, she couldn't eat the spaghetti on the toast. So he actually had a restaurant booked, which I think at this stage is a bit suspicious.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What's going on these days, Shaun?
Oh, there's a fucking certain level 5 lockdown going on here, Dermot.
Dermot, I don't want to... I'm not a snitch. Now, Dermot, you know that about me, I'm not a snitch. But you are going to jail.
What fucking restaurant did this?
Someone that was like, wait, you're feeding her fucking beans. Open the fucking restaurant. Jesus Christ.
I'll take the fine. I'll lose the licence for this.
So, Karen is said to have, she's contacted Heinz to ask for Alphabetti spaghetti dried letters to be sent to her so that she could make an artwork of the proposal, which is nice.
Yeah.
And she said that we'd like... Oh, actually, Heinz have now said that they are going to be doing a special can of Alphabetti spaghetti for Valentine's Day that just has the letters M-A-R-Y and E in it.
Oh, okay, so it's easier to spell out. Oh, what if you bought the wrong... Oh, what if you were doing the shopping on February 13th, right? And you pick up you have the wrong can of Alphabetti spaghetti.
This just says, fuck you, repeatedly. I can't use this.
But what if there's an accidental proposal, Connor?
Yeah, just like, pour it on your toast. Don't worry about it, you give it to her. We've only been dating 2 days. This man is fucking serious.
I mean,
Jesus.
Brave getting into a relationship 2 days before Valentine's Day.
Brave. Big day. Our first Valentine's, we've been together 3 weeks. My God, and he's already asked me to marry him through a tin of Alphabetti spaghetti.
I don't... And he says he bought it special. He made me Alphabetti spaghetti for our first Valentine's Day.
There's many things wrong with that. So, Shaun, love is in the air. And what I want to do next week is hopefully I can get some stories of bad stuff that has happened on Valentine's Day. Just to kind of show us some of the worst dates, something like that. I feel like it's going to be after Valentine's Day though, because next week is like the 17th. So does anyone want to actually hear that? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. It depends how the week goes, let's be honest.
Depends how the week goes. So it depends what I find out about dates over the next few days. So, we're going to move on to another man who attempted to rob food. Now, this is like a weird week where this has happened twice, so we just kind of have to go with it. But man arrested after attempting to rob exactly 3 tacos from an Akron Taco Bell.
Oh, what is there like a 3 for 1 deal? What prompted the robbery? Did he just not have any money?
A 36-year-old man was arrested in Akron,
Akron,
on Friday
Ohio.
night. Akron, Ohio, after he attempted to rob a Taco Bell of exactly 3 tacos, according to the police.
Okay, and what's the going rate for a taco these days?
Oh, I don't know, $2? $1?
I don't know. Hang on, let me... Taco Bell menu prices, thank you very much. A crunchy taco is $1.19.
That's okay, that's pretty good.
Also, a soft taco is $1.19. Now, if you want the crunchy taco supreme, Connor, you'd better be prepared to...
Sean, they're not going to give you that job. I just want to get this in early.
Okay, right. We'll just say... We'll say €1.50.
So around 9:20pm, officers responded to the Taco Bell on
You
East
want a burrito?
16th Street. No! While police were on scene and waiting for vehicles to be moved, an employee walked out and told police that an attempted robbery had just occurred inside.
That's a convenient timing.
So they were dealing with a different parking complaint, and while they were there, an employee walked out and was like, look, there's some chap trying to steal 3 tacos inside if you want to know about that.
Just say, look, if you guys have time, I know it's like it's the pettiest of thefts.
He's killed 4 people already and he plans to kill again, but if you have any minutes, just even 5, just to check it out.
He demanded 3 tacos and then said, one of yours for one of mine.
He's already chopped off Susan's arms and he says she can't get them back until he gets his tacos. Now, I don't want to trouble you. Once again, I do not want to bother you with this officer, but he seems to be a bit angry.
I mean, as we've established, a soft shell taco is $1.69.
Do you know that, officer? Just to let you know. The employee told the police that a man had entered the restaurant walked up to the front counter and demanded 3 tacos, punching his fist into the counter as he said it.
Okay, up until that last sentence, that's a standard way to order something at fast food.
So far, can I have 3 tacos, please? So far you've not raised any suspicions.
But when you raise your arm and then drop it and slam down on the counter, then you're a strange man.
When they were about to make him his tacos, the man told employees he had a gun and would shoot them as he reached into his coat, according to police. He stated he didn't want any of those soft tacos from the back. He wanted the fresh stuff or nothing.
This is a taco connoisseur we're dealing with.
I mean, who thinks it is robbery? He's sitting at home, planned it out like a heist. Right, I'm gonna walk in, gonna punch the desk a few times, punch the counter, make it known that I'm not here for that fucking cheap shit. I'm here to fucking eat tacos that are proper. Anything else is wasting my fucking time and wasting theirs.
That's it. And so, did he actually have a gun, or was it the poker face kind of scenario?
He did. I will let you know at the end, Shaun. But police said the man left without any tacos.
Not one, not two,
so he
nor
said,
3 tacos.
He said, give me tacos or give me debt. And very quickly must have realised I'm not getting any of those tacos that I wanted. Especially the fresh stuff, not the shit stuff he wanted from out the back that have gone off.
Oh, he wanted the prime crunchy tacos.
He then leaves without any tacos, which begs the question, what were the police doing, as they'd already been informed during the robbery what was occurring?
I think they probably had to ring back. And this isn't a funny answer, Connor. They probably had to ring in to the police station and be like, hey, this is going on. Can we take a look at this?
He says Susan's arms are gone. We really probably should go in, Sarge.
We keep hearing just body parts being flung against walls.
Random screams and then body parts and then eerie silences. I don't know what's going on in there, but it doesn't sound like tacos.
It certainly do not, sir.
So he leaves the area, right? Police searched the area then, and they found the man outside of the back of a separate restaurant and detained him immediately. Police did not find a gun in their search, and the man was arrested and charged with robbery.
Oh, and he didn't even get to eat any taco. They don't serve tacos in prison.
No, and so he walks in without a gun, and then says, give me 3 tacos, and makes it an armed robbery without being armed.
So the real crime was lying, is what you're saying.
I think what I'm trying to say is the real crime is the friends we made along the way.
And he'd made no friends because he tried to rob
And he'd made no friends, which I think is a negative. I think you walk in there, big smile on your face, say, sorry sir, or sorry madam, can I have a taco or 2 or 3, and I definitely won't kill you. People will like you more.
I feel, now, Connor, if I may, I think that last sentence might raise a few more eyebrows than it calms.
I'm specifically saying I'm not going to kill you.
No, but it's implied just by existing as a human that you're not going to kill other people.
I'm going to grab their head and just go, don't worry, I won't murder you. Or just go make my tacos.
Look, on paper, it's a fine thing to say, Connor.
Simple. On paper, it reads seamlessly.
But in practice, people do not respond well to even promises of not being murdered.
It's the raising of the topic.
Exactly. If we can just leave murder out of any conversation, then leave it to be a surprise.
You trust someone less if they say, don't worry, I won't murder you in your sleep.
Yeah, there are some things that go without saying in a conversation.
Well, I just assumed, obviously you're not going to do that, are you? No, I just said I wasn't. Why would I say that if I was lying?
Yeah, but now I'm really curious as to why that was in your head.
I won't eat you while you're asleep, starting from your toes and working my way up. I definitely won't.
The specifics are what really take the biscuit here.
Take the biscuit, you say? I once ate a biscuit, like I eat humans, but I definitely won't. Not to you, anyway.
Yeah, look, I'd have to say, Connor, your social skills need work in that sense.
What do you think of this man's social skills?
Oh, flawless. Absolutely, like textbook example. If everyone follows this, we'll be grand. All the problems will be solved.
If you were going to go in all guns blazing, surely you would ask for 5 tacos, 6 tacos, something of value.
Like a bit of cash, a bit of cheddar cheese on top of those tacos.
Well, I mean, we've had a man who just wanted chicken and waffles, but 3 specific tacos, it's very specific. It's like, why did he just want 3? Was it just 2 for him and 1 for someone else?
I don't know, are they served in 3s? Are they small Okay, we don't have Taco Bell here, but...
No.
Is 3 the standard amount that would fill you? Like...
I mean, yes. They're full of lots of stuff.
That's true, but I know for a fact that, like, Burger King, a Whopper, is not going to fill me. But a King Chicken Supreme thing, that'll fill me all day.
But that's because you're a bit of a connoisseur of KFC.
Well, I was thinking of Burger King,
sorry.
But yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I think I spent a cumulative 1 year in a Burger King when I was in college.
There was one right down the street.
There was one right next door to the college. It was great.
A mistake, I would say. Shaun, do you think this man is maybe one of the... I think he needs to aim higher with his robberies, is what I'd say.
Well, this could have been his first one, and he's working his way up to, like, the Pentagon.
Yeah, start off there, move up to cannibalism. Yeah.
Oh, again, he just brings up these subjects,
just
folks.
Randomly. It's just out of the blue. It's so suspicious.
I'm so random, lol.
Anyone who says that is definitely not random.
No, it's very calculated kind of random.
Or my favourite is, like, people don't like me because I say it how it is. You know what I mean?
You're just a prick.
I think you're probably just mean to people. So, Shaun, we're going to finish off this week with Florida Man, as we always do. But Florida Man, he's a man he wants to do things, but he comes up with lies for why he's committed illegal acts.
Oh, okay, so again, look, if we can turn this into a teaching podcast, lying is the source of all this pain.
I mean, the lying and also the crimes.
Oh, the crimes, yeah, but the true crime is withholding the truth, wouldn't you agree?
What if you murder someone and then lie about it? Which is the worst crime?
Oh, well, lying's a sin, but I think murder might also be a sin.
You just sitting there like, you let him go, boys. I ain't got none on him. He's cancelled himself out.
He's cancelled himself on Twitter, it's fine.
So, Orlando airport passenger busted trying to board plane with 22 pounds of meth, police say.
22 pounds?
What are one thing you don't want to bring on a plane? Or what's one thing that you're definitely not allowed bring with you as a carry-on?
Like a tube of toothpaste. You can't bring small knives. Lighters. Drinks, anything over 100 millilitres will kill everyone on board. That's true.
Everyone knows that. So what about 22 pounds of meth?
I mean, it is over the baggage restrictions, so there's that to deal with.
To be fair, I think it is a bold strategy, but it is also one that they wouldn't be expecting, is what I'm thinking. So, like, everyone's always so careful. What if I put 22 pounds of meth in my backpack, walk directly to the gate, and hope for the best? They're never going to suspect it.
I have a theory about this, but I'm going to hold it until I get more information on this lad.
A passenger at Orlando International Airport who attempted to board a plane with 22 pounds of crystal meth and $900 in cash claimed the drugs weren't his, according to the police.
Beautiful. The classic excuse. As we learned from Shaggy, it wasn't me.
You're too white to quote Shaggy, I think.
As we learned from Shaggy, zoinks.
Yeah. That's a much better joke.
It's got layers.
I would give that a better one than Bachelors.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? In this day and age?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this economy. Police said a Transportation Security Administration agent, fucking hell, spotted passenger Eli Brown at gate 35 around 8 a.m. and stopped him for a random bag check before he could board his flight to Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, now 8 a.m. is very early to be dealing with this.
Inside the backpack, police said the agent found 22 vacuum-sealed bags wrapped in white clothing that each contained a pound of meth and $900 in cash. So he's been caught with 22 bags of meth and nearly $1,000 in cash in his bag.
This man is like, he's just casually carrying around 22, 23 pounds. Just around with him. Fair play. And walking directly to his gate without even questioning whether I could be stopped. Yeah, just full confidence. Now, my theory is that this man was a distraction and there was a man with 44 pounds of meth walking just behind him.
Surely you would only put one bag of meth on this guy then, and then keep the other 21 and put it with the other guy.
It's like you know the scene in Airplane where they search a guy at the metal detector for the smallest of things, and then another guy walks past. He's carrying a nuclear missile behind him.
Yeah, very similar. You just have a guy that literally has a shirt that says, I have loads of meth. They're never going to check him. But you have this guy, you put one bag of meth on him, you stick the other 21 with the other guy, so he's got like 65 bags of meth. You're absolutely living at large.
You're laughing in where now, they're going to Tennessee, are they?
Eli Brown, he claimed, Shaun, the bag wasn't his. That he fell asleep at the gate after flying in from Los Angeles. And when he woke up, the bag was next to him. And he assumed it was his since he arrived with an identical bag.
Ah, the old switcheroo. I see.
Someone switcherooed on him. The bastards.
Isn't this the plot of like a bunch of like movies in the 90s? That, the bags got switched and now I have to save the world. But I'm just a regular kid.
But now I have all this meth. I've taken it all. I feel confident.
Time to re-establish my connections with the cartel.
Time to start smelling colours. Wow. So he said he fell asleep and he wakes up and this bag is right beside him and he doesn't once check inside it. He said he never checked inside the bag since he had woken up and couldn't figure out who was trying to frame him.
Just someone met, you know. I don't know the street value of meth, but I wager 22 pounds of the stuff is pretty expensive. But in fairness to the lad who dropped the bag, it was a laugh. Like,
that's what he said. In fairness to the chap who probably, this is his bag, not mine, just want to make that clear. In fairness to him, it does take balls to put this through the airport, doesn't it? It does. Officer, does now, doesn't it?
Credit where credit is due.
It's not me. I just want to really nail down that fact that it's not me. But at the same time, if it was, I would describe it myself as legendary. Maybe very cool even.
Would you concur? I know you can't take a side in this. Yeah. But
they're in the police car driving to the station. No, officer, give me something. Like, even just 5 minutes, just tell me how cool that plan was. Because it's not mine, but someone definitely framed me, and that's not my bag, just to reiterate. But at the same time, look how nice that bag is. You'd have to have money to have that bag.
Officer, okay, if you think I'm a cool person, continue driving the car and staying silent. Okay, thank you.
Blink twice if you think I'm cool. Blink 3 times if you think I'm an absolute fucking ledge bag. Boom! You're cool, officer. I like this guy. When asked what he had in his original bag, Shaun, he is said to have been unable to think of any alternatives.
He was this close. They gave him an out.
No, that's not my bag. My bag is different. Okay, what's in your bag? Well,
cocaine.
21 pounds of meth. Oh, fuck. Oh, jeez. It's a little better, officer, though, to be fair.
It's lighter. It's a lighter sentence. Am I right? Am I right? Blink twice.
Am I right? that lighter? 21 bags? So Florida man was arrested on the charge of trafficking in methamphetamine for over 200 grams. Shaun, he has gone to jail. I feel like he's been framed though.
I feel like, wouldn't it be mad if he was framed, first of all? I just want to come down the line. I fully think he just forgot he had meth in his bag. But
no, that's absolutely not the case. That man walked into the airport, went to sleep, and then they found him with the bag, and he was randomly checked and was just like, fuck, I fell asleep, and they just put the drugs in my bag. That's the only explanation.
And they made me take a bunch, and I wasn't happy about
I'm ready with drugs, officer. Honest to God.
Test me right now. I'll light up that test with drugs.
Wait, no, that's illegal too. Oh, fuck. Do not test me. Promise me you won't test me. Blink twice if you're not going to test me. Oh, you're a legend. You're a legend. What's that? Oh, Mr. Cummings. Oh, fair play to you, boy, huh? Fair play to you now. You're absolutely. I'll put in a good word for you with the officer. With the Sarge. What's his name? Give me his number.
You done good, rookie. Okay, let's get back to the station.
Let's get back. We got some bigger crimes to get to Rook.
He just talks his way into being the chief of police.
So Shaun, I think this is the end of this week's weird news.
What a week of weird news. We had it all. We had love. We had lies. We had rap references from the 90s.
Yeah, we had Scooby-Doo references from the 60s.
Yeah, but that's still going on, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's Scoob.
No, I think there's always Scooby-Doo going on, no matter what time of the century it is.
No, well, they got some work to do now.
Stop. Do you want to take us out?
Yes, thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with an episode of Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big thank you goes out to everyone who supports us over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Special shout outs have to go out to Waffles Williams, Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Raymond Slightly Aw-ree Ging, Roisin Hally, Ryan Evanson, Shaun Sphere for a Head Jamieson, Dominic, Jessiah Green, Anna Hjelmroos, Little Dicky, Careful he's spontaneously combustible McGrew that gets harder every week, and Luke Hot Off Podcast as well.
Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to Luke, who has told me that some members of his family were not feeling a bit under the weather due to the global bastard over this weekend.
Shit.
So we wanted to give you a big shout out, Luke. We're thinking of you.
Yeah, big shout out, much love.
It's a shit situation.
Yeah, it's absolutely awful, and I hope everyone gets better soon. And in general, and I might be the first person in the world to ever say this, I hope things get back to normal eventually.
Oh, that's... Now, to be fair, that is a plot twist I did not see coming.
I'm starting a new platform here.
Also, I wanted to say that I really enjoy all the name changes that are currently going on. If anyone is still in the Patreon, you've not changed your name, don't feel pressured to do it, but it's also funnier if we make Shaun read longer and longer names.
I will say anything. That is confirmed.
I do all the work earlier on in the show just to ruin his day with this one segment.
Think of me as the Ron Burgundy of the podcast. Whatever on that's auto cue.
So that is. I think that's it for this week's weird news, Shaun.
I think that's about it, Connor.
So I've been Connor Lawler.
I've been Shaun Meehan.
And we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.